Hello and welcome to our 11th video in the series of 12 videos about digital stress factors that are impacting your employees and yourself in the organization that you either work for or that you are leading. This 11th technostressor or digital stressor is called role ambiguity. I'm looking at my screen because I have some slides over there as well that I maybe will share with you one day. What is role ambiguity? Well, it's that feeling that because you have so much technology that you're using in your everyday, your role has been changed so much that you are in doubt about what is your job, what is your task. Craig Broad, the one that has coined Technostress in 1983, he warned us that one day we're going to become stewards of machines, of computers. Nowadays, a lot of us are spending our time in front of a computer, and a big part of our job is using the computer. But when we rely on technology to the extent that we feel that our work is no longer fulfilling, then that becomes problematic. There was one meme circulating on LinkedIn at some point that said something like that. I was hoping for AI to come and do my laundry and come and do my dishes so that I can focus on my creative hobbies and creative tasks. Instead, what AI or generative AI has done is that it's doing the creative task, and now I have to do the laundry and do the dishes as well. And this is a prerogative, and this is you can say a tension and a contrast between what our expectations about technologies were and what technology is actually doing. When we get technology to do those parts of work that was actually meaningful to us and was the reason for why we even started in this profession, we see this stressor of role ambiguity, but it can also become very dangerous because it can turn into occupational or job attrition. So a good friend of mine, Christopher Colliff, a researcher, good researcher from the United States, he has conducted a technostress research study on the job of nurses, and he found out that because of all these documentation requirements, the increasing need for nurses to use technology to support their work, he saw that nurses no longer wish to continue in their profession. So they want to change their occupation altogether because their role is so much different than what they were expecting that they no longer see themselves in that situation and in that job. And what advice do I have for you as a leader when we digitalize, when we are implementing new technology, is to actually be careful about what kind of tasks do we digitalize. It is best to digitalize those meaningless tasks, those trivial tasks, and be sure to save what is meaningful for the employee, what makes sense to them, what gives them that sense of, hey, this is my job, this is my profession, this is something that I can identify with, this is something I can see myself in. And if you are required nonetheless to digitalize to that extent that your employees are going to have their role completely redefined, it is important to have an honest conversation, a transparent and open conversation with your employees about the extent to which their roles have changed and will change in the future, and maybe renegotiate their contract, renegotiate their working hours, renegotiate their title, and so on. Make it legitimate that their role has now changed, and make it also clear that, hey, we no longer need the role that you had to begin with. The world is changing. I've mentioned to you in another video this paradigm, the Red Queen paradigm in change management, where the Red Queen in Alice in Wonderland said, here we have to run twice, we have to run as fast as we can just to be in the same place, and if we want to get somewhere, we need to run twice as fast. That is the prerogative, that is what we see in the world today, that change, and especially in organizations that are supported by digital technologies, meaning many of organizations, is happening so fast that roles and occupations are changing at a very fast pace. For that reason, We have to accept the reality that we are operating in today, but also we have to be very clear and very open and transparent with our employees about what our new expectations are. And if you're an employee and you feel that you have this role ambiguity, that you don't no longer see what is my job? Is my job to sit in front of a computer and make sure that the data is accurate? Or was my job to actually be a nurse? Have a conversation with your current leader and make sure to discuss your concerns with your leader and redefine your role in a way that is also meaningful to you, if you don't want to end up in a job that you truly and fully resent, because it can be extremely stressful to have that feeling of I don't know what my job is anymore. Thank you for listening and watching. I'm Raluca Alexandra Stana. I'm your Technostress expert and your guide to thriving in a hyper-digitalized world. And I hope that with my video, I'm gonna help you to save time, money, and talent. If you know someone that can benefit from this video, make sure to share and please subscribe. See you in the next video.